Today on the weekly Star Wars News Roundup, more footage of The Force Awakens released, free Battlefront content coming soon, Episode 7's cast outmatched by a 3rd grader, and much, much more. Before we look at the first story, all the articles I will be looking at in this episode are linked down below, so if you're interested in finding out more, just look in the description box. Another 30-second TV spot for The Force Awakens was released on Monday. It doesn't really show anything new, but it does have more dialogue from Maz Kanata. Carrie Fisher was interviewed by Time, where she discussed reprising her role as Leia in the upcoming movie. Carrie revealed that she jumped at the opportunity to play Leia again, and that the General is much older but has a lot more experience. In addition, Fisher decided to wear less makeup this time around, so to not look younger. Moving to Tuesday, John Boyega was interviewed by Deadline, where he revealed that he is unsure how people will react to The Force Awakens. He said, "I think for now, based on what I saw and based on my experiences on set, I just don't know. This is a discussion I was having with JJ yesterday, and I was just like, how are people going to react to this movie? But there's going to be a reaction, that's for sure. I'm going to try and see it as many times as possible with different audiences just to gauge everyone's opinion of it." So Boyega's having some doubts. Let's just hope the movie is good. Speaking of Boyega, he was joined by fellow Episode 7 cast members Adam Driver, Carrie Fisher and Daisy Ridley on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The four-faced Arden, a 3rd grader with an incredible Star Wars brain. In short, the young boy managed to defeat the cast members 60-0. That's right, none of the actors and actresses got any questions correct. I certainly know who I want to hire for the Star Wars lore series. Although 4 cast members may not quite know their stuff about Star Wars trivia, The Force Awakens may well make $170 million on the opening day. According to Variety, the upcoming movie could make this figure, whilst rival executives predict it could hit or surpass $200 million. Regardless, the film probably will set a new record for a domestic debut. EA have revealed everything included in the Star Wars Battlefront Battle of Jakku free DLC. There will be 2 new maps set on Jakku, a new game mode called Turning Point, and it will be available on December 1st for those who pre-ordered the game, and December 8th for everyone else. So you may be thinking, what is Turning Point? Well my friend, you're in the right place. The game mode will have up to 40 players, and basically the rebel team has to capture one of 3 Imperial held controlled points. After capturing one, the timer will reset and another control point will become available to take. The ultimate goal for the rebels is to charge the Empire's base. In addition, EA revealed that there will be more free content coming. This comes after a negative reaction to the amount of content you have to buy in order to face the full Battlefront experience. Sticking with Wednesday, it looks like Episode 7 will be rated PG-13, going by this image. This is interesting because the only other Star Wars film to be rated PG-13 was Revenge of the Sith, which was one of the darker Star Wars films. This could mean that the movie will be quite dark. Jumping to Friday, yet more The Force Awakens footage was released. The All the Way TV spot focuses a lot on the First Order and Kylo Ren, but also shows off the epic dogfight sequences. The final piece of news for this week's episode, before the spotlight of the week, is a very recent Daisy Ridley interview. She talked about training for her role, piloting the Millennium Falcon, and working alongside John Boyega. Now it's time for the spotlight of the week, and today it's on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Galaxy of Heroes is a new free-to-play app that can be played on iOS and Android. Players are tasked with collecting a wide range of Star Wars characters that can be used to battle in many classic Star Wars locations. The game is not all that hard to control, but there's a lot of depth that RPG fans will love. Have you played this yet? If so, let me know what you think of it. Let me know any news I may have missed this week that went under the radar, and be sure to come back in 7 days for another weekly Star Wars News Roundup. Feel free to click the video on the left to learn all about Yari Alpoof, or the one on the right to find out more about Supreme Leader Snoke. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. So what do we know so far? Well, he has a deep and creepy voice, going by the first trailer. He is Kylo Ren's boss and so fills the Darth Sidious role.